What's going on, everybody? Much to discuss today. I am here with, of course, my 2018 Rad Rover. And if you're new here, I do a lot of videos on the Rover. Check out my playlist. There's a lot of good information in there that you might be interested in if you either own this bike or you're looking at buying it. Some good info in there, so check that out. But anyway, I wanted to do a quick follow-up to a video I posted recently, a couple days ago, like 3 days ago, about what do I do with this guy? Do I upgrade him? Her, whatever. I don't have a name for her yet. Maybe I should do that. Give me name suggestions in the comments. Anyway, should I upgrade my Rad Rover for higher performance, or should I just go out and buy a new e-bike that just has out-of-the-box performance? Because, you know, I can never leave anything alone. I always got to be messing with it and upgrading it and tinkering with it. So I'm at that point now where, okay, what's next? What do I got to do next? So deciding. I posted a video asking for your help and you guys gave it. Thank you. I was impressed. I mean, there was like over 100 comments in just a couple of days. You guys really gave some good information to me. I learned about a whole bunch of other e-bikes that I'd never even heard of before. So that was cool to see all those and research all those new e-bikes that I didn't even know were out there. So thank you for that. You also gave really good suggestions on upgrades to this bike. Stuff that I hadn't thought of, I did not think of. Someone suggested taking all the spare parts I take off this and making a whole nother e-bike out of it. Someone suggested upgrading the brakes, which is important if I'm going to add more power to it. Somebody also suggested taking the spare motor and putting it on the front and making it an all-wheel drive bike, which I thought was really cool. I had not thought of that, so thank you for that one. I can't remember who that was, but I spent probably a good 2.5 hours last night, from like 12 to 2 in the morning, and I read every single comment and I tried my best to comment back on all of them. If I didn't get to your comment, I'm sorry, I kind of burned out at the end there, but I did read it. I read everything because I wanted to see all the feedback, and you know, thank you for all the feedback on that. I'm kind of shocked that many people watched it and took the time to comment. I really appreciate that. It still kind of blows my mind that people watch what I'm up to. You know, this channel kind of started as honestly a way for me to just kind of make some fun videos and put them out there so my family could go online and see what I'm up to. And that's who I thought was gonna be watching it, just kind of my family, just so they could keep track of me. I don't live anywhere near my family. My closest relative's like 8 hours away. My parents are like 10 hours away. So that's how I started, just hoping they would, you know, see what I'm up to. And it kind of grew into this thing where now other people watch me all over the world. It's kind of weird, but kind of cool. So thank you for that. But to save you all the time of, you know, going through the comments, if you don't want to read them, if you got the time and the interest, go read them. There's some good information in there. But the overwhelming majority of you guys said, do not get a new bike. You know, you've got a lot invested in the Rover. I have a Rover. I want to see what you do to it. I'm thinking about getting a Rover. Everybody pretty much said upgrade the Rad Rover, because you guys want to see, I guess, how far I can take this thing. And I kind of agree. I thought that's what was going to be the response. That was kind of how I was leaning initially. And that, I guess you guys sealed my fate. We're gonna do that. I think I've decided I'm gonna upgrade this. I want to see, you know, what else I can do to it and what you get out of it. I'll document everything so you guys can see it and you guys can copy me. And if you want to upgrade your Rover, this bike has been great for, you know, the last 2 years. I've loved it. Really haven't any issues with it. It's a great bike. It's not extreme off-roader bike. I mean, I wouldn't say it does anything like crazy well other than just cruise around town. It's awesome at that. That's what I use it for. You can see mine's all decked out with all kinds of extra crap on it. And you know, I've increased it by, I don't know, at least 10 pounds, probably more. You know, you guys give me crap for complaining about the weight and, oh my God, you added so much stuff to it. Yeah, I got a lot of extra stuff on there, but it's all comfort stuff. I love it. So you want to know what's in my bike? Let me show you. Yeah, we got a lot of extra stuff on here. We got wheel skin or spoke skins to make them white, and there's lights in each wheel so I can ride at night with neon green, orange, blue, whatever color I want lights. And I got dual bottle holders and headlights and phone mounts and side view mirrors, which are fantastic. You know, I put these ammo cases on just for some minor extra storage. You know, what is in this? I've never showed you guys what's in here. So this side I've got, you know, hand sanitizer in there, some plastic bags. I actually keep plastic bags in my bike. And the reason I do that, you can see actually there's hair ties in there too, you know, because obviously I have long hair, but also I thought if I ever get caught in the rain, I can put a bag over this display and, you know, kind of hair tie it in place. So a few plastic bags, tire pressure gauge, of course, YouTuber, I got a bunch of extra cameras and camera gear in there, water, sunscreen, whatever. This one's empty. This is just if I guess need to haul anything else home, I got that one. This one I do keep stuff in this one over here, just real quick. A bicycle pump, bicycle lock. I have a poncho, rain poncho in here. And I thought that was just kind of like my own makeshift bike cover. If it rains, I don't want this to get wet. So yeah, I carry a lot of extra crap with me. But yeah, we're gonna be upgrading this bike. That I think I've decided is the route we're going. So, you know, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when I finish that. I'm gonna go try to find some parts now. That's the next step. I gotta find some parts I can get. As of right now, yeah, there's a lot of extra accessories and stuff on here, but you know, performance and drivetrain wise, the only thing I have changed is this right here. I got this controller from Bolton e-bikes. Pretty sure he's out of stock on them now. You could probably find another 35 amp controller on some other website. Just make sure it's got all the plugs and everything that fits a rad. That's the only thing I've changed, and the performance that I got out of just that one change was very dramatic. This bike accelerates a lot faster, has a lot more power. No more top end speed at all, but it was worth the $219 or whatever I paid for it, for sure, just to get that extra acceleration. So next on the list is we're going to be changing probably the battery and the hub motor. So if you've researched Rad Rover or you own a Rad Rover, you probably know that that's not, I guess, really a 750 watt motor. It's a 500 one that they just, you know, run 750 watts through it. So if you upgrade that to like a true Bafang 750, it gives you a lot more torque and power and whatnot. So we're probably going to do that. I'm assuming that's what's in there. I've never had this thing open to check for sure. I'm a little bit scared to open it up myself and replace the guts, but I really want to do it myself and try it myself. So that's another reason that I kind of want to upgrade this bike. I kind of see it as the everyman's electric bike. It's very popular in the US. I think a lot of people have this. A lot of people are looking at buying it. A lot of people have it on order, they've told me, and it's coming in July or August or whatever. It's similar to a lot of other electric bikes out there, and I kind of want to see, okay, so let's say you're like me and you bought one of those bikes 2 years ago. You've had it, you like it, but maybe you're kind of bored with it, you want to do something to it, you want to see if you can get some more performance out of it. I kind of want to upgrade this to show everyone what's possible. Do some good documentation on what you get out of all the money you spend in upgrading this thing. You know, for instance, battery's probably gonna be 500-ish, motor 250-ish, controller 200-ish. You know, if you do all that stuff, what do you really get out of this bike? How far can you take it? I mean, there's a lot of things that are endless you can do, suspension and brakes and all that stuff. But I really kind of want to do that and to take that journey and to show you guys. And you can decide then if you want to do it for your bike. I'm kind of the guinea pig, I guess. I know some other folks have done Rover upgrades and put some videos out there, but I always like to do it myself and kind of document what I get and give you my user perspective and experience firsthand. So, you know, you got one more video to watch and one more person that's done it to see, you know, do they like it? Was it worth it? Kind of deal. So there you go. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens with this bike when I do some more upgrades to it. The controller alone was a fantastic upgrade, so much more power. I'm going to show you right now real quick what I mean when I say it's got more power. Let's do that. Okay, so if you are at a stop sign or whatever and you're just getting going and you put some power into this bike with a strong down press on the pedal and you crank the throttle, it's pretty easy to get the front wheel in the air like this. That was pretty much effortless to do that wheelie. With hardly any effort, you can really get the front wheel up in the air if you want to. It's kind of cool. Woo! See that? I mean, I almost lost that. That's the tricky thing about wheeling an e-bike. You know, your back brake is on your hand, so you can't really use it. On a motorcycle, it's on your foot, so you can save yourself. but it really has a lot more power. I mean, that front wheel comes off the ground so easily now. You want to have some wheelie fun, you know, change out this controller. You might have to practice your timing a little bit, but it's pretty fun. All right, so just a quick update with regard to the controller. I'm at 228 miles on the new controller. No issues with it at all. Performing great. I shouldn't say no issues, minor issues. Here's the two issues I've had. Number one is the speedometer. It's a little all over the place. I've checked it with the GPS app on my phone. It's accurate. The problem comes in when you slow to a stop. It takes a long time to catch up. I'll be stopped and then for 2 or 3 seconds it's still reading 4 miles an hour. It takes a while to catch up. The other thing I've noticed is on occasion the throttle will stop working. I've got it set in the settings where anytime I twist the throttle I get full power. So I haven't quite figured out the sequence yet, but sometimes the throttle becomes inactive. And it's not the button. The button's still pushed on the side. That button there, it's not that. It's something in the settings goes haywire, and I open up the settings and I just toggle, it's P4 is the setting. And I toggle it back and forth between 1 and 0, and then it's fine. It works again. It gets confused. I don't know why. So that's the only two issues I've had. When I first did this, people were gonna say, oh, you're gonna burn out your battery. You're gonna burn out your motor. And make sure nothing's getting hot. Nothing's hot. Like, let me check right now. I just spent 10 minutes doing nonstop wheelies, cranking the throttle to max. That motor's ice cold. Controller is ice cold. It's 95 degrees out in North Carolina right now. Nothing overheats on this bike, and I think it's because I don't put this motor under serious stress, okay? I don't ride it uphill on throttle only. I always pedal. I really don't crank it to the max unless I have momentum already. So maybe that's why this has lasted and I've had no issues whatsoever with it. I can't wait to see what happens when I put the true 750 motor in there. I bet it's gonna be awesome. Whew, okay, it's hot. So I gotta get into the wind and get riding this thing. It's too nice out here to not ride around town. So I found this awesome spot, a baseball field in the middle of town. No one's here. It's another great thing about the e-bike is you can go explore your town and find all the stuff you didn't even know was there. I didn't even know these were here. So that's it, guys. Thank you again for all the input in the comments. I really appreciate that. And we're gonna upgrade this guy and see what we can get out of it. So let me go find some parts and get those on as soon as I can, and I'll report back with the results so you can decide if you want to do that to your e-bike or your Rover. And if you like what you see, consider hitting subscribe. I'm posting probably a video every 2 to 3 days, just keeping you updated on what's going on with this bike, and I plan on doing a lot more to it. So check back for more, give me a like. So one of my main goals with this channel is actually to just put the content out there and to share the content on what I'm doing and information about this bike so people know. So folks can find me when they're researching this bike and decide if they want to get it, and also know what they can do to it. So share this video with anyone you know that's looking at buying a Rover or has a Rover or is considering upgrading their Rover. They're probably going to want to see the stuff I've done and I'm going to do to this bike. If you want to know accessories and things I've already done to it, check back through some of my videos. I do have an accessory video that shows all the little gear that I've got on this thing and where to get it and what it costs and all that. I'll put the link in the description. And thank you again for staying up to date and watching. I appreciate it. Stay tuned for more.